Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. This is ReactJS video tutorial series. Now in this video tutorial, I will show you how to hide and show the div element in ReactJS component. And here we got the final output. Let's reload the browser and I click show. So here we got my name is Charan. The div is displaying. If I click hide, the div content is hiding. Show and hide. That's it. If you are a first time visitor to my channel, please subscribe to get the latest updates. Before continuing this video tutorial, I sincerely recommend please watch my ReactJS tutorial series. You can find those video tutorials in my channel playlist. Now let's continue the today's tutorial. I'm using Visual Studio Code to create a ReactJS application. Here I have already created one ReactJS application which is BIS in this folder, and app.js which is nothing but our default component of our ReactJS application. Now first let's create one new component into a project under source folder. Select the source folder, right click the mouse, new file, and the file name is the show and hide.js, and here we got the JS file. Now in this JS file, we create a ReactJS component. In ReactJS, we can create two types of components. One is a functional component and the second one is a class component. For this example, I am creating the class component. But before creating the component, first we require to import the React class from the React library. Let's do that one first. Let's import React from the React library. After that, I'm defining a class show and hide, which is my component name, extends the React.component. After that, this component export default show and hide my component name. Now this function, this component render method return I am adding the div element which is a root element of this component. Inside this root element I am adding how to hide and show div element h3 in ReactJS component. ReactJS component. After that, I am adding one horizontal line. After the horizontal line, I am adding one simple button element which contains show. After that, I am adding one more div element, and this div element contains a functionality we can hide or show. In this div, I am adding simple text called my name is Charan. Now let's put this the center tag. Save this file. Now before adding the hide and show functionality to this component, let's check the default output of our application. So to run this application, to run this component on the browser, we need to configure our component in index.js file. Let's open index.js file. If you notice in this index.js file, the default component rendering is the app component, but I want to render my component called show and hide. So first let's import show and hide from the path show and hide. Let's add this component name here. That's it. Let's save this application fast. Now it's time to check the output on the browser. For that, go to view and select terminal. And here we got our terminal, which is nothing but a PowerShell or command prompt. And notice the path contains the ReactJS bootstrap is, which is nothing but our folder name. And I have created this folder in D drive. Now inside this folder I have created my BIS application, which is a ReactJS application. So let's add that BIS. After that we can able to run our application on the browser. So for that we need to run the command called npm start netjet package manager start, enter. And here we got the output of our component. It's showing the headings, the h1 tag, h3 tag, horizontal line, and below the horizontal line we have added one button control, and this is a div container. Now my aim is when a user clicks this button controller, I want to hide. When the div container is hide, I want to display the button label also. I want to change the button label, show or hide. So let's add that functionality. Switch to the show and hide. First, let's declare state is equals to, here I'm adding one div container is a boolean value, false, comma. And after that in the render method, I'm declaring a variable. I'm creating an event for the button click handle change e, and this event contains when a user clicks the button control, I want to hide the div. So this dot set state is a method. In this method I'm adding the div container colon this dot state dot div container. We need to put this in the curly brackets. So here the condition is the first I want to hide the div container, so which I'm hiding here on the button controller. On click event is equals to, I'm adding the event name handle change, and also I want to change the label of the button controller between curly brackets, and let's define one variable x is equals to constant variable x is equals to this dot state dot div container. And now let's add this variable here x, the question mark. Now I'm adding the labels of the button. First one I'm adding hide, and the second one here the not colon, here the question mark, here colon. If the button is hide, I want to show this div container. If the div container is hide, I want to display the show. Here I am adding one more condition. Because here I am using boolean values, boolean functionality. The x, first x is we are setting false, and if it's true I want to display this div container. True means it will show our container. That's it. Let's save this file, save all. We check the output, and here we got the final output. Let's reload the browser, and I click show. So here we got my name is channel, the div is displaying. If I click hide, the div container is hiding. Show and hide. That's it. In this video tutorial I have explained how to show and hide the div element in ReactJS component. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe my channel.